If I say capital punishment or death punishment, does this image come to mind where you see a person being hanged by a rope? Yes? Why? Why only this? Welcome back to the latest update series of Drishti IAS. This is Divya Kawatra and today we are going to talk about execution methods. Why is it in news? Because Supreme Court has given a statement regarding that. We'll find out what that statement is and then we'll see why death by hanging and why not any other method. Like you can kill a person like with a zillion other methods. Why this is the chosen one, and is this the same across the globe or are there other countries doing some other methods? Let's find answers to all those questions. Stay tuned till the end to know more about it. An execution method is what we are going to discuss today. So the Supreme Court on Tuesday refused to strike down hanging as prescribed method of execution in India. A petition was raised where they said that hanging is cruel. Even in death, there should be dignity according to Article 21. So a petition was raised saying that death by hanging is cruel and against the rights of Article 21, and that's why we should move to alternate options. Right? So Supreme Court said, okay, let's hear your petition, let's hear your argument against death by hanging and in favor of any other method that you are here to propose. Right? But the petitioners were not able to give any strong scientific backing for why this is cruel and anything else might not be that cruel or anything else might be easier. Right? So that's why Supreme Court struck down the petition and said that this is constitutional, this is what will go on for India, and that's it. But what are these other methods that the petitioners were talking about, and are they really viable? Are there any countries who appoint that method also? Let's find out. So the petition that is pending before court since 2017 had questioned that 354(5), the code of CRPC, has now reflected in BNSS also, that requires a person sentenced to death to be hanged by the neck till the person is dead. This is what was the question. Senior advocate Rishi Malhotra was the one putting forward the petition in the name of Article 21. And now, what is the judgment that court has given? First of all, the bench division, Justice Vikram Nath and Justice Sandeep Mehta, they gave a statutory framework that was challenged. Petition challenged it. Court ruling is that court declined to refer the matter to a larger bench. Court said that this will not go to a larger bench. The decision we have given is final. And what is that final decision? That petitioner has failed to show sufficient grounds to overturn 1983 three-judge landmark precedent in Deena at Deen Dayal versus Union of India. Court said that this does not mean we are closing doors to this topic. No. We are only saying that we will not go to larger bench up until you come with significant scientific proof regarding whatever you are saying. You have not been able to put forward good arguments with good substantial backing. That's why we are not able to take it forward. Please don't take it as closing door on the topic. The doors are still open, but only if you come up with better arguments, with better supportive elements, right? So the doors are not shut, the doors are open for future review. Scrutiny can be done, but with compelling scientific, medical or empirical evidences only. Right? Yes? Do we understand the judgment? But this helps us think, or it makes us think that what could have been the arguments? Like imagine in a court, people are discussing death by hanging or death in general in terms of execution or capital punishment that is given. And they're discussing, oh no, you should kill them by hanging. You should kill them by whatever other means are there. And the person who is about to die must be like, oh, I am dying. No matter how you kill me, I am going to die, right? So what arguments could they have possibly given in favor or in against to actually discuss this? That becomes interesting. So let's find out the arguments. First of all, the petitioner's argument we'll see. That is Advocate Rishi Malhotra and the interveners. We'll talk about him. First of all, he said that there is a violation of Article 21 because under Article 21, right to life, there is a dignity, and that means the right to die with dignity as well. But you are not giving them a dignified death. Okay, so the prolonged trauma that hanging causes, for moments you are just shaking and everybody takes different amount of time, and this is like a suicide, and you know, a lot of these factors are not actually giving a vibe of a very dignified death. So court was like, apart from natural death, through disease or by age or whatever, what other factor in the world do you think would be dignified enough to kill someone? What method do you think can be dignified? How can you give a dignified death to a criminal who has done such a crime that we had to give capital punishment that is only given in India for rarest of rare cases? What kind of dignity do you want to give to that person? So this became like a very redundant thing, like why are you talking about dignity here? But then again, they said that there's a prolonged trauma because for 30-40 minutes the person's shaking, oh my god, I'm about to die, I'm about to die, I'm about to be hanged, and all that trauma is not a dignified death. Okay, we'll talk about it, and they're saying that it is inherently barbaric that we are doing this. All right, so demand for humane alternatives. They said that there should be humane alternatives. Okay, what are these alternatives now? They cite international practices and the Law Commission of India's 187th report, saying that intravenous lethal injection or shooting can be easier. They want to shoot the person, the shoot that will cause pain, and through that pain and loss of blood the person might die, or lethal injections that might kill them. They might go into a sleep, and in sleep they might die. They won't even realize that they are dying. This is what they want to do. This will take significantly less time, typically under 5 minutes, instead of this 30 to 40 minutes trauma. But the fact is that if any person who knows that it is his death day would anyway be in trauma. The trauma is not because of the rope. The trauma is because of the death, which in any case will follow, right? So that is a counter argument for this. International standards, he referenced UN Economic and Social Council, also ECOSOC, resolution stipulating that capital punishment must inflict minimum possible suffering. It should give minimum possible suffering because the punishment itself is a suffering enough. They say that killing somebody, taking away their life is punishment enough. You don't need to do it brutally. That sounds good. That if they have done such a bad crime that you feel like they should be wiped off the face of the earth, that should be enough. You don't have to add on to that by brutalizing it or horrifying the process or making it barbaric, right? That seems like a good argument. All right, we'll take that. But then came arguments against the case, that is government's response to that. Safety and Reliability Center submitted that hanging remains the quickest, safest and most certain method, that in one go you will be killed and we can make sure that you are killed. By lethal injection, maybe somebody might be able to digest that dose and fall sick and revive. Then will you do that again to that person? Just imagine you give a certain dose of lethal injection, right? Maybe somebody's body can actually tolerate that level. They won't die. They're thinking they're going to die, and then they wake up and, oh, I'm still here. Just imagine that. And then you'll tell that, oh, you didn't die, we'll have to give you one injection again. Wouldn't that be like a double trauma? So they're saying there is no as such proper structure that, you know, lingering death of the risk of lingering death can be eliminated in which, right? So now flaws of lethal injection are there. They highlighted high rates of botched execution associated with lethal injection, like US statistics say that there is botched execution. They said that ethical objections from medical professionals refuse to administer lethal doses under Hippocratic oath. They say that it will make our oath Hippocratic if we actually advise you on how to kill people, because our oath teaches us to save people, not to kill them. For us, even a criminal needs medical attention and we will give that to them. Otherwise, Hippocratic oath, right? So let's not go there, and we don't want to advise you on that lethal injection doses, right? And impracticability of the choice. Why? Because they rejected the proposal to give death row convicts a choice in their execution method, deeming administratively unfeasible. Why so? If you are giving them a choice, that means you are lowering their punishment. And that will consistently raise questions, and one day they will say by this method, another day they would want to petition it. Until they are dead, they will keep petitioning it, and that will only delay the process and raise our administrative work. The person has to die anyway, and death by hanging had been chosen because of reasons, right? So let's continue and stick to that. That is what Supreme Court has to say. What are the precedents related to this? We have Bachan Singh versus State of Punjab in 1980. They established rarest of rare case doctrine, that we will give capital punishment only in the rarest of rare case, and that is what is followed in India ever since. Dina versus Union of India 1983, Supreme Court upheld hanging as the constitutional ruling, that this is the best method that can be used as compared to the known methods at that time. Gyan Kaur versus State of Punjab 1996, they held that right to life under 21 includes right to die with dignity, right, up to the end of natural life. So this raised a question that if you have the right to die with dignity, this is not dignified death, right? That's where the problem rose, and these are the legal precedents. Coming on to the globe. In the global structures, where do we see what is happening? Countries with death penalty. Here you see countries with death penalty. All these red areas are countries with death penalties. Most of them have done it through death penalties itself, right? It is not just India. Many other countries are there who are doing it as a death penalty for this. Isn't it so? Exactly. Now the green areas that you can see, these are abolitionist in practice, like countries that don't have capital punishment, no execution in the last 10 years. Okay, the green areas, these sea green areas, no execution in past 10 years, right? And the gray areas that you see, these are the countries that have completely abolished death penalty. Clear? Yeah. Red are the retentionist countries who are still doing it, and this is the global comparison. In India, we have the method is hanging, retained as constitutional. High execution time window 15 to 30 minutes before the pronouncement. United States, lethal injection is primary. After that, nitrogen hypoxia, firing squad, or electrocution. These are the methods used in US. The primary is lethal injection. Methods varied by state to state, so that's why there are many ones. And cruel and unusual punishment is already banned there. So this is what is being used. Right, drug shortages, high rate of botched injections, ethical refusal by American Medical Association physicians are the challenges that are coming forward in America as well. In China, lethal injection and firing squad are the methods. Dual system using specialized mobile execution vans for lethal injections for fast execution process. Lack of empirical transparency because state secrets, and you know China. So that is the concern there. In terms of Japan, it is hanging again. Penal Code Article 11, the execution takes place in complete secrecy without prior notice to the prisoner or the family. They don't give them the notice, so they don't go through the trauma. Psychological trauma due to same day notification, severe lack of transparency also. This has become a problem because Human Rights Committee is also questioning Japan's practices, saying that at least you should give family the time to meet the person one last time. No information is given to the family, and the person is also not told, so the person can prepare his mind. It comes as a mental shock that I'm going to die today, right? And that mental shock is really cruel. That is what is believed by UN Human Rights Committee also. Saudi Arabia, beheading through a sword. Using a sword, they are literally beheaded, living in the kingship or firing squad. Executions governed by Sharia law, public execution permitted under statutory provision. Public execution is allowed here. That is a special thing to know. International condemnation, obviously through sword you are beheading someone. Obviously it will be condemned internationally regarding public spectacle also and regarding sword also. Singapore, again hanging, mandatory death penalty for specific drug offences, strictly governed by them. So mandatory sentencing rules remove judicial discretion. So there is no judicial discretion. For some offences there is mandatory hanging and it will be done, right? That is a criticism there. All right, which method, if India had to choose another alternate method, which method do you think India should go with? Tell me in the comment section. Well, it is not a good thing, but then again, tell me in the comment section which method India should adopt as an alternate to hanging. All right, in your opinion, which is a good one? We've read about so many methods. Some of them you must have liked. Yes. All right, on that note, let's solve the question regarding this. Read it and quickly give your answer in the comment section. Done? All right, we'll see your answers in the comment section, and if you want to join us for more such current affairs discussions daily, You can join our session at Drishti IAS English channel Monday to Saturday 8:30 a.m. live every day for the Hindu newspaper, PIB news analysis, as well as practice questions from the previous session. That is the structure of the class. You can join every day from Monday to Saturday live at 8:30 a.m. Subscribe to the channel and join the class. And that is about death penalty for now. All right. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.